Hello everyone, welcome to today's wonderful session. Today I'm going to talk on a topic that says suicide is not an option. You see, suicide is a death caused by an individual with the aim of leaving this world and avoiding the current pain, sorrows, agony, regret, and fear over the present, and mostly people are afraid of the future. That is why most of them commit suicide. But little did we know that sorrows, fears, pains, agony, and whatever negative circumstance we come across in life are part of life. In fact, they are solely part of this world. Because so long as you're living on earth, you cannot do away with bad times. Bad times must definitely come. That is for sure. Bad times must definitely come. But you see, bad times happens just as good times also do. When we have good times, we rejoice, we are happy. When things are moving smoothly for us, we are always happy. But when things are bad, we tend to be worried. We become gripped with fears, pains, sorrows, that we begin to forget the good times we had. But in life as a whole, bad times must definitely come as much as good time comes. And we have to accept these bad times when they come. Although it is not easy, definitely it is never easy passing through these bad times, because when you're passing through these bad times, you need strength. And this strength during these bad times are always the strength you need to produce during these bad times are always counterproductive to the times you are facing. It is always counterproductive to the bad times you are facing, or these negative moments. You see, sometimes when I talk to people, some persons say they want to commit suicide, or they are tired of living in this world because of the present problems. Let me tell you, a man who is enjoying wealth and riches will never be tired of living in this world. It is only the man who has problems, troubles, agonies and pains, fears and failures that is always quick to leave this world. But we cannot do away with it because bad times are necessary for mankind. They are necessary for mankind. Just as good times are also necessary for mankind, bad times are also necessary for mankind, and we cannot do away without it. So when bad time comes, you have to accept it. Now, going through the spiritual law, spiritual principle, suicide is not spiritual. Suicide is not spiritual. Except when people commit suicide or stuff like that, it is because most of them are trying to prepare themselves in a holy state, maybe through dry fasting, and trying to keep their spirit in a holy state. But when you commit suicide in the midst of escaping the troubles of this world, you have left the world, but the troubles of the world are still there. The troubles of the world are part of this world, and you cannot escape it if you don't face them. You see, the problem that's facing you, that you can't face these bad times, is fear of the unknown, fear of the future, You don't know what the future holds because of the present condition. So once you keep these fears away, it is not easy facing these bad times. But once you keep these fears away, you find out that you just have to stay calm during bad times, just as you are during the good times. Now, without wasting your time, I will have to tell you the strength required to conquer suicide. There are strengths required to conquer suicide or suicidal thoughts. When you are passing through bad times and you are thinking of suicide, there are some strengths you need to develop from yourself, which is hope. You need to develop hope. You need to bring out this strength of hope from you. You need to hope that things are going to be better, just like the way they were. You won't tell me that all through your life, everything has been going smoothly. No, things have not been going smoothly. There have been rough times, there have been tougher times. But you find out that of all of it, you scale through these times. You don't know how you did it, but you scale through it. This is how life is. Sometimes it becomes more tougher, but you only need to have hope that after these times are just temporary. Secondly, you need to have faith. You need to believe. You need to believe in yourself. Believe that this thing that is happening is just for a while. These things that is happening is just for a while. And after this while, better things might come. Sometimes it may take longer than you expect. Sometimes it might be shorter. But whatever the time is, these times we don't create it ourselves. These bad times comes because it is natural. So you have to believe in yourself that you will overcome these things no matter what and no matter how the situation looks like. Number 3, you need to have courage. You need to have courage. When you're thinking of suicide, you need to build some courage to face your fears, face all the challenges coming. Most times, the bad times we pass through are as a result of the decisions we made, and these are the consequences of the decisions we made. So you need to build this courage. You need to develop this strength of courage to face these times. Develop courage. Sometimes it is not easy, but you have to do it because you have to survive. The world we see is survival. We are in this world as a means of survival. We are here just to survive and to nurture our spirit. So you have to develop the strength of courage to conquer those suicidal thoughts. Number 4, you need to be happy. Create happiness within you, not from other persons, but create it within you and keep staying happy. Then lastly, you need to keep your mind busy. Keep your mind busy with activities, either going to the gym, either doing something you love, taking a walk, look for work to do, anything. Just keep your mind busy to take away this suicidal thoughts. You see, these strengths I have mentioned, you have to develop to conquer suicide. They are required daily. It is not something you do for a moment or for some time. You see, it's not something you just do for a moment or for some time, but they are required daily because as every day comes, you need to renew your strength. You need to renew your strength. You need to renew this strength so that you can survive. You need to renew this strength so you can survive. Sometimes your strength level may become low, but once you remember this strength, this hope, faith, courage, happiness, and busy mind, once you remember these things, you begin to develop some strength within you to conquer this thought. Suicide is a thought. It is a thought that you develop into an action. Don't worry, in our continuous message, we will talk about the thought form, how you can magnet and attract something through your thought form into action. You see, when you look back into things, into the tougher times, you find out that you've been through tough times, you've scaled through, and the rest. The reason why most people think about suicide is because they compare their life with other persons. The moment you start living in competition, and you start living in comparison with other persons, you find out that you begin to have this thought that you're not worth it, you're not worthy living on this earth. But that should not be the case. Live your life according to your own pace. Develop happiness, develop hope, faith, courage, and always keep your mind busy. And with this, you find out that you begin to eliminate every thought of suicide. Suicide is never an option. Killing yourself does not mean killing the problems. The problems are still there, but you're gone. As a man, you're here. As a human, you're here to solve problems and to enjoy the benefits of solving those problems. That is why you are here as a human. It is part of your maturity in spirit. Because these problems and overcoming them are experiences you need to mature your spirit. So the fact that you're kicking away these problems by taking your life away does not mean the problem will leave. So long as you're on this earth, you must pass through problems. Just as you pass through good times, that is how you must surely pass through problems. So I'm urging you this moment that whatever thought of suicide you're having, develop strength, develop courage, believe in yourself, believe that this time should pass away. Develop happiness within you and always keep a busy mindset. Well, thank you very much for listening to this wonderful message. I hope this helps someone out there and keep you safe. Thank you very much.